Failure, I think I talk about it a lot with the students that I'm coaching in entrepreneurship. And it's interesting to me that at some point, failure started to become something we personalized instead of associating it with this activity or this experience. And, in my own book, you mentioned yours, which I want to talk about, but I read about an entrepreneurial mindset. And one of the attributes of an entrepreneurial mindset is the willingness to execute past failure. And that's what we're talking about here. And how can we make that choice? You mentioned that you decided to give it a try several times, it sounds like, with
Yep.
things that you didn't know how to do.
Yep.
And, could you talk a little bit about that? How do you think about opportunity? How do you recognize opportunity? And how do you decide which ones to pursue and maybe which ones, that you might try and you decide you're gonna take a different path?
For me right now, the biggest things that I look at when I'm looking at a couple of the big shifts that I've made was when I decided to go into the self-publishing, and then also with the online teaching with my art academy, and then with the book. And the thing I look at now is it scalable? Because the painting was great, but that was basically being on a hamster wheel that, as soon as you stop running on that wheel, the money stops coming in. If you're not
Right.
creating new paintings, you're not making any money. And then with doing the limited edition prints, that allowed me to now scale from every painting that I did. We could now, instead of making, eight or $9,000 on the original, which we still do, but now I could do 100 prints at like $1,200 a piece. So there's 120,000. And then same with the online art academy. It's kind of like when I made the decision that I wanted to teach, which was actually because I had a really bad year in 2019 and Graves' disease. I almost died twice during that period where I was literally lying on the gurney. My wife was there with me. We weren't sure if I was going to make it through the next few
Oh,
minutes, but that was a great thing. I got through it. Okay. I'm totally healthy now. But the thing that really came out of there that really kind of changed my life was that, you would think that you would be terrified. You would have all of these kind of negative feelings going through you. The overwhelming that I felt in both those moments was gratitude. It's just, if this is it, I'm not done yet. There's still so much more I want to do. I felt really bad that I knew that was going to be hard on my wife and my boys. But, if just remember thinking, if like just thinking like whoever's up there, whatever's up there, thank you. Thank you for letting me live a life that was way beyond my wildest dreams. And I got to do all of those things I wanted. I got to follow my dreams and be successful. And there was no regret.